Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. Well, let's check it out. Let's see what we got for you right now. If you like these cars that look familiar to you, but they're not all together because you may not recognize the front end, doesn't really look like a car that you may recognize. Well, let me give you more details. What we got for you right now, it's a 143 scale, 1974 Mercedes Benz 300D, which is diesel. Model is the W115, and this is the USA spec. What it means by the US spec is because they had their own. Um, Remember, the US had different regulations, starting with like the headlights, and that's one of the biggest between the headlights and the bumpers are one of the things that you may recognize a lot with the European cars back in the 70s and probably early 80s. They had other regulations that the regular European car did not qualify, so they had to make sure they make it uh, acceptable for the to be sold in USA. So that's why you see bigger bumpers. You see their headlights instead of being covered, they look like they're uncovered, more like an exposed. Usually they European cars had the cover glass above the headlight, on top of the covering the headlight altogether. This is more like an uncovered type. But I kind of like it. It's different. The bumper, I never liked it. I always found the tackiness of the looks of the long extended bumpers, but that was a requirement back in the day, so they had to follow the rules. And if you wanted a Mercedes, but you had to get it the way they were acceptable in the market that you were living in. Now this is a 1974 model. Let me give you specifically the information of all this car. This model, the W115 or W114 or W115 were sold between 1968 till 1976. Okay? They sold them as a saloon, which is the one that we're looking at right now, and also had it as a convertible. Now, the popular one was the saloon, which sold almost 1,900,000 models in those extended time. And by the way, this car was assembled in many different places. It was quite popular worldwide. It was assembled in West Germany, in three locations in West Germany, one in South Africa, in one in Portugal, one in Venezuela, and one in Argentina. So quite expandable. All right, let's talk about engines. We got different engines. Depends on the market. Some market has different ones. I'm going to talk about the petrol or gas engines and also the diesel engines. Gas or petrol engines, you have a 2.0, 2.2, 2.3. Those were the four cylinders. Then the six cylinders, you had a 2.3, 2.5, 2.7, and a 2.8. Okay? Now, talking about diesel engines, like the one that we're looking at right now, this is actually the biggest one. This is a 3.0 because 300. It really usually the number will tell you the size of the engine. But they had a 2.0 four cylinder, 2.2, 2.4. All of these were four cylinders. And this one right here is a 3.0 five cylinder. And they only came as automatic transmissions, no stick shift. You had a four-speed automatic on these cars. I always liked this Mercedes Benz back in the days. I love the little details like the cover hubcaps with the color of the car. I always found those little things very attractive to me. Mercedes Benz back in the days, they were literally indestructible. They were true, well made cars. Cars that were reliable, cars that were accepted by the around the world as the true luxury car. them probably one of the most recognized luxury cars around the world, the Mercedes Benz brand. Now, unfortunately, they lost a bit of their track especially being reliable, but hopefully, you never know. They could always make a turn, a 360-degree turn, and go back to where they used to be. Hey, everything depends on who is managing the company, most likely. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys. So, what do you guys think about this beautiful? By the way, before I forget, this is a resin model and it's made by Matrix. Like the movie? Well, that's the name of the brand that makes this nice looking resin classic Mercedes. And what I like about it, they took the time to bring a different type of, like the US spec model, which is not loved by anyone, by much other people, but still kind of looks different with that extended bumper and those details that I really like. Alright guys, hopefully you're enjoying this video as much as I'm enjoying making it. Don't forget to give me that beautiful thumbs up that I always appreciate. Don't forget to click and subscribe. And when you subscribe, click the bell next to the subscribe button that will remind you when I'm posting more videos. Take care of yourselves more than ever, and goodbye.